Good morning. My name is Ron Luikart, and I'm one of the Stephen minister leaders here at Faith Church. And so this morning, I just want to talk to you a little bit about Stephen Ministry. Stephen Ministry actually is a ministry that is made up of lay people in our congregation who have gone through 50 hours of training in order to be Stephen ministers. This training is focused upon helping people to get through some difficult times in their life, crises, deaths, things of that nature. We are not by any means professional counselors in any sense, but just people who have a loving relationship for our fellows and are willing to step forward and help them through any kind of crisis that they might be dealing with in their lives. Once a Stephen minister is assigned to a care receiver, that Stephen minister is with that care receiver until that relationship is ended at the request of the care receiver. And so we've had some situations where our relationships with care receivers have been very short, and sometimes they've been rather long and drawn out. But these are people in our congregation who are willing to express and show Christ-like love to people who are undergoing some very difficult times in their lives. But it's a relationship that's important. And of course, that one-on-one relationship is the most important kind of relationship you can have with anyone. And so we try to maintain that, but we've had to adjust a few things as far as how we do things and how we meet with care receivers because of the COVID. So we're always respectful of that and that kind of impact that we may have upon them. Anything that a care receiver shares with a Stephen minister is strictly confidential. This is not anything that's shared with any of the other Stephen ministers. Whatever is said is very strict in that regard. So we're very conscious of that because the trust is very important in those kind of relationships. So we want to reassure that the care receivers know that what they say and what they express to a Stephen minister is strictly confidential between those two and no one else. We do have out on the table in the gathering area a little brochure that explains a little bit more about Stephen Ministry. So if you happen to be interested in that, needing a Stephen minister, or maybe want to know a little bit more about it, you can talk to any of us Stephen ministers who typically wear our badges, and also talk to any of the pastors. And if you want more information, you can contact the church office, myself, or certainly any of the pastors that would put you in contact with us. But we are a ministry that's been around for a few years, and we have some dedicated people from our congregation. Currently we have 12 people who are active Stephen ministers who are willing to step forward and be of any help any way that we can to any member of our congregation. I think one of the key things of a Stephen minister is the fact that we are trained to listen. And as I said, we're not professionals. We don't try to give advice. We try to listen and react in a Christ-like manner to people who are dealing with difficult situations.
Stephen Ministry is a part of God's money story at Faith United.